Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Blair and today's video is a holiday glam, pretty classic makeup look. I was just in the mood to do a red lip and a wing liner today since I don't do either one of those things very much, hardly ever, and I don't even know if I've ever done it here on my channel. So I figured we would do something a little bit different and switch it up today and get ourselves in the holiday spirit. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe before you leave. Let's go ahead and get started. For today's video, I really want to do a classic holiday-esque makeup look, like a red lip and then maybe a wing liner or something. I don't know, I'm just in that kind of mood today. So I want to use this palette, the Anastasia Soft Glam. To me, this is a holiday palette. Every time Christmas comes around, I want to use this palette for some reason. So we're going to use it today. And I'm first going to go in with the lightest shade in the palette, which is Tempera. And I'm just going to put this all over my eye. I did already apply my NARS eyeshadow primer. So I just want to set that down. All right, for the crease, what I think I want to do is take the shade Burnt Orange right here and mix in a little bit of the Tempera shade that we used. The reason I'm going to mix a little bit of the Tempera shade is because the Burnt Orange shade, I don't want it to be too orangey. I want it to be more bronzy, and that burnt orange can definitely turn very orange. So I'm going to try to tone it down a little bit with the Tempera color. And I'm just going to lightly fan this back and forth with a really big, fluffy crease brush. And I'm going to drag it out just a little bit out towards my brow, the end of my brow. Now I'm going to take a little bit of burnt orange again, but I'm going to mix it with sienna. So I'm going to mix burnt orange and this kind of more of a red brown. And again, I'm using like one little tap of each color. And we're just gonna drag this right where we just put that Tempera and burnt orange, just to darken it up just a little bit. I'm hoping that this makeup is gonna put me more in like a Christmas mood. I don't know about you guys, but this, well, I'm sure I'm not the only one this year. This Christmas it doesn't even feel like Christmas to me. I don't know, it's just 2020. I don't know. It's like nothing feels normal. And Christmas definitely doesn't feel normal. So I feel like I need something to kind of put me in that mood because I'm not there yet. And today is the December 12th. So we've got about 2 weeks until Christmas, but I'm just not there mentally. All right, now that we have those, I am gonna take a little bit of Rustic and Cypress Umber. So Rustic is more of a milk chocolate brown. Cypress Umber is a very dark, a little bit cooler tone brown. So I'm gonna mix the two together. Before I do that, I am gonna go in with Bronze, which is the shimmery gold shade right here. I'm actually going to use this brush. This is a BK Beauty 203 brush. And I'm going to spray it with a little bit of setting spray. And I'm going to pick up the bronze shade. I usually do my shimmer shades like at the very end when I do eyeshadow. I don't know why I do that. But I'm going to try to go ahead and pack this all over my lid using this brush, but I might go back in with my finger also, because I just feel like fingers work better most of the time with shimmer shades, but this is working pretty well. Okay, so I'm just tapping all over. Same thing on this eye. Then I'm gonna go back in with the first shade, the Tempera shade again, and my big fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna try to soften these edges a little bit. That shade is so good, that Tempera shade, I love it. All right, and then now I wanna add just a little bit of a darker brown to my outer corner. So I'm gonna do what I said a second ago. I'm gonna mix Rustic and Cypress Umber. So the milk chocolate brown and the dark brown. And I'm gonna use this little Persona Cosmetics shadow brush. I'm going to just kind of tap this. Right at my outer corner. And then bring whatever is left kind of halfway into my crease. So now that we've got those colors laid down, I'm going to go back into burnt orange again. And my big fluffy brush. And we're just going to go back over the edges. Just blend a little bit more. And this brush, I don't think I said what brush this is, but this is the BK Beauty 201. I love this brush for really lightly applying a color or just blending out the edges. And now I want to take, let me see, gotta find my brush, my holy grail. All right, found it. So this is, I feel like I've been using this brush in every single video, but it's because this is the best brush for using shadow as liner or making a wing with shadow or anything. This is the BK Beauty 208 brush, if I haven't said that 5,000 times already. But I am first going to take a little bit more of that bronze shade with my finger, just tapping a little bit more of that bronze shade in the center of my eyelid, just because I don't want to lose that gold sparkle there. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the shade Noir, which is the black in the palette, and this tiny little BK Beauty 208 brush. I'm going to try to do this without screwing it up. Just going to line probably just the outer half as close as I can get to the lash line. Yeah. Sometimes I'll bring it all the way in, but I find that when I do that, I feel like it closes my eyes off. So I try to, especially if I use black, just do like the second half of my eye. I just feel like it looks better. And now for the tricky part with the wing. And just drag out a tiny little wing. And then I'll go back and connect it to my lash line. Okay, that one's not perfect, but it's not horrible. So I'm not gonna mess with it. That's another thing I do a lot. I will do a wing and then my perfectionist tendencies get the best of me and I start like trying to do too much and then I screw it up. So I'm just gonna leave it and move on to the right side. Alright, so I feel like this wing is a totally different shape than this one. Let me This is why I don't do wing liner very often, because it annoys me if I can't like get them exactly the same. All right, I think that's as good as it's gonna get for right now, so I'm just gonna stop before I really screw them up. I'm just gonna fill in my eyebrows. So I'm gonna use my MAC Shape and Shade brow pencil. And this one is in the shade Lingering. I've used this in a few videos. I'm still trying to get the hang of this product because I'm not used to using this kind of thing on my brows, but I figure if I just keep using it, it'll get easier eventually. I do really like the color of this. For me, is really good. So I'm just using this powdered end to fill in like any major gaps. So I kind of do that, like just fill in anywhere where I feel like it's like very sparse looking. And then once I do that, I take the pen side and I start drawing like actual little hairs. I mainly like this for in the very front, but I really like how it looks. If I can get it right, I really like how these brow pens look. It's just you kind of have to practice with them because it's very different than using like a brow pencil. Okay, I'm gonna finish the other one off camera because it takes me a second, and then we'll move on to the rest of the face. All right, so I filled in my brows. Pretty happy with how they turned out this time. I feel like I'm kind of starting to get the hang of this brow pen, but I don't know. Anyway, so let's clean up, or let's fix this lovely darkness I have under my eyes. So I'm gonna take my Bobbi Brown corrector in the shade Bisque and just tap this in under my eyes. Look at that. So last weekend I did film a pretty funny video with my husband. We did a video and he did my makeup, and I'm not sure if that one will be up before or after this one. It's probably going to go up this coming week, the week of the 14th. Hopefully you guys like it. I don't know if it's entertaining or not. It was hilarious to watch the footage back. It's interesting. So if you are curious and want to meet my husband and watch him do my makeup, be on the lookout for that video. All right. So now I'm just gonna warm my hands up a little. I'm gonna take my finger and just tap everything in. For foundation, I pulled two. I can't decide which one I want to use. I pulled the NARS Longwear Radiant or Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation and the Sephora Collection Clean Glowing Skin. I think I want to do the Sephora just because I don't want to do too full of coverage. This one is really full coverage from NARS. Since I'm going to do a red lip and I have the wing going on, I don't want it to be super full coverage, I don't think, so we're going to use this. I did a review of this a while back when this came out, and this is a beautiful foundation. If you like more of a luminous finish, I don't think that it's super dewy, but it's definitely more of a luminous finish. It's not, I want to say it's $20, so it's not ridiculously expensive, but it's obviously more expensive than a drugstore foundation, but it's very beautiful. I'm going to use this brush. This is my Smashbox Full Coverage Foundation Brush. And just start to blend this in. Something I've really been trying to focus on with my makeup recently is only applying it where I feel like I need it. Like, for example, I have nothing that I want to cover on my forehead at all. So, I mean, I put that tiniest little dot up there. I feel like I used to think I have to evenly apply foundation all over my face, and you don't. If you don't need foundation there, don't put it there. Like, there's no reason. If your skin is clear, or if you just like the way your skin looks in a certain place on your face, don't feel like you have to put foundation there too. I don't know why for a long time I thought, oh, like, I have to evenly apply my foundation all over my face, and really you don't. Just apply it where you need it, and you'll be much happier with how it turns out too. This is the color number 7, by the way, in this foundation. I don't think I said the color. And it's a really, really good match for me. See how pretty it is though? It is, I mean, it looks like I have makeup on, but it's not, it's just not a cakey looking foundation. All right, for concealer, let's use this one. I haven't used this in a while. This is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer. I love this when I first got it. I haven't used it in a little while. Just gonna start with that, because this concealer is very full coverage. All right, I'm gonna go in with my damp beauty blender and blend this in. All right, now I'm going to take my Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream, and since I'm going all out today, I'm going to use this. Alright. Gosh, this stuff is pretty. I love it. Actually using one of these It Cosmetics, I think it's the number 7 brush that I'm using. For some reason I love this brush for this product. It just works really, really well. The shape of it or something, I don't know. But I really like it for this. So I'm just applying a little bit of that. A little bit on my nose, and then a little on my jawline. All right, and then I'm gonna take the same brush and I'm gonna use this. This is my Fenty Cheeks Out Cream Blush in the shade Rose Latte. It's a really pretty nude. I haven't used this in a little bit. So I'm going to take just a little bit on that same brush and apply just a little bit of that. Look how pretty it is. Oh, I love these from Fenty. These cream blushes are so, so pretty. I'm going to take a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury blush in the shade Climax and just lightly apply a little bit of this. Also, like, just the tiniest little bit over that cream. All right, one other thing I wanted to do is take my Dior contour palette, and I'm going to go in with the light contour shade in here. Figure since we're going all out here, we're going to use some of the contour too. So I really don't know what I'm doing in terms of like applying a contour, to be honest. I just try to do it like right under where I can feel my cheekbone. I don't even know if it makes a difference, but we're gonna do it anyway. And then I'll apply some on the side of my nose, because that's what you do, I think, when you contour. I don't really know. I'm gonna put a little bit under my bottom lip and a little bit under my nose. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of the highlighter in here. This one. Put just a little bit of this on my cheekbones. And then, since we're going all out today, I'm going to apply a little bit of powder, even though I don't always powder my face. I'm going to use the Ilia Soft Focus Finishing Powder. Sorry if you can hear Cosmo. I'm sure you probably can. So I'm going to apply some shadow on my lower lash line. I'm going to set under my eyes with a little bit of this Ilia powder. So I'm just going to tap this under the eyes and kind of down the side of my nose. I'm just going to take a little bit on the jawline area, sides of the forehead, middle of the forehead, and that's it. This is a really nice powder. If you need a new one, it's super, super fine. Like you cannot see this on your face. It's really nice if you need a new one. Now let's move on to the lower lash line. I'm gonna take Burnt Orange again. All right, going in with the Burnt Orange all the way under my lash line here. Same thing on this eye. And then I'm going to take a little tiny bit of Rustic and Cypress Umber, Milk Chocolate Brown, and the darker chocolate brown. Like just the tiniest little bit of these. And I'm going to put them on the very outer corner of my eye. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this shade called Fairy and mix it with this one. What is this called? Glistening. So mix a little bit of Fairy and Glistening. And I'm going to pop this right in the inner corner. And then I think that's all I'm going to do for the eyes. I'm not going to touch the wings again because I feel like I'm just going to screw them up if I do. So now I'm going to curl my lashes. Now I'm starting to kind of get cold feet about my red lip choice because I'm not the best at applying a darker lip color. Oh, actually, one more thing I did want to do. I'm going to take my Milk Longwear Gel Liner, and this is in the shade Boss. It's just a black, and I'm going to take a little bit of this in my waterline, mainly towards the outer corner. This pencil, you guys, for the waterline, I don't know what's in here, but these Milk pencils do not want to move. Once you got it in there, it's very hard to get off, even with makeup remover at night. When I use that, I have to go over my eyes a few times to get everything off. Let's see, let's use this. This is Lacome Monsieur Big Mascara. I was thinking about doing false lashes, but you know what? I think that would be a little too stressful for me. I'm already stressed about this red lip. And my eyelashes are pretty long right now anyway, so I'm just gonna go with mascara. I'm just gonna do a few coats, I guess. Look at that volume. This is a good mascara. Now we're moving on to the final step, which is the lip. I'm so nervous about this. So I have two lips to choose from. One is from MAC. It's Lady Danger. If you're familiar with this shade, this is one of their classic red shades, I'm pretty sure. It's a very cool toned, almost an orangey red. Let me swatch it for you. So it's a very, very orangey, almost a cherry red, very bright. And then I have this one from Becca. This is one of the Ultimate Love lipsticks in the shade Ember. And this is darker. It's more of a cool toned burgundy red. So there is Ember. I don't know which one to use. All right, while I decide on the lip color, I'm gonna line my lips. And this is something that helps me make a bolder lip less intimidating, and that is to use a neutral lip liner, not a lip liner that kind of matches the lipstick that you're using. I just feel like this way makes it a little bit easier. So this is Oak by MAC. So I'm gonna line my lips. Decide about this. Okay, maybe I'll use a little bit of both since I can't decide. I'm gonna use the Becca one first. So this is the shade Ember. And I like to kind of blot a bolder lip color in like this. So I like to kind of evenly blot it on like that. I feel like this is easier than just going in and like swiping all over your face or all over your lips. And then, might be a big mistake, I don't know. Add a little bit of this color. Right to the center. I actually really like that together. That's super pretty. All right. And then I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of Oak. And just kind of go over this again. So that's it. And the final step, we will set our face with Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I actually really love how this turned out. I was very nervous because I get very uneasy when I do a wing liner and then add a brighter lip to it, just because it's hard to fix if you screw those things up. So I was a little bit nervous about doing this video and doing them both together, but I love how this turned out. I feel like this is the perfect red combo for me. I'm so glad I mixed these two. I felt like Lady Danger was a little too orangey and Ember was a little darker than what I was wanting. So the two mixed together are really perfect. And I hope you guys liked it. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already. You may see me a few more times than you're used to in the coming weeks. If I can get up a few extra videos, I'm going to. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. So hopefully they'll notify you when I upload a new video. Also, make sure you're following me on Instagram at the same username, simply.blair. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.